Lewis Hamilton just dropped a bombshell on the F1 world, leaving everyone speechless as his transfer from Mercedes to Ferrari was confirmed earlier this Thursday. This news comes after many rumours which surfaced last year as well, but were squashed as Mercedes announced a 2-year extension to the Brit's contract. However, it now appears that the second season may have been an option. But it seems Hamilton's time at the Silver Arrows has come to an end, and his journey with the Tifosi will begin in 2025. Earlier in December, Ferrari's team principal Fred Vasseur revealed that he had talked with Hamilton nearly every day for the past 20 years. It was reported that he found him the perfect candidate to replace Carlos Sainz, whose contract also ends later this year. But Vasseur commented that his talks with Hamilton are something he does to keep in touch with the driver who he worked with earlier in his career. "I'm talking with Lewis each week or each month for 20 years, Vasseur said during a media dinner at Maranello. "I can't say that I didn't speak with Lewis at one stage because we are always in contact. And that's true with most of the grid, because most of the grid drove for me in the past, and it's not because of that. I had a discussion in Baku, in the paddock, we had a discussion with Lewis, and then it started to go everywhere. But if he signed a contract with me each time that we spoke in the past, then it would have cost me a fortune. However, it seems these talks were more than just pleasantries, as seemingly out of nowhere, the announcement of Hamilton's transfer to the Maranello-based outfit started circling the media on Thursday. At first it was just a rumour, but slowly updates regarding the contract process began flooding in, and then all major media outlets reported the news as being confirmed. All of the major social media sites were filled with posts regarding the unexpected news, which may as well be considered as one of the most sensational moves in the sport's history. The first rumours that spread were regarding discussions between Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari's president John Elkann, with a possible decision coming within a week. But within a few hours, it felt as if the decision was final, as official news sites like Sky Sports and even other Formula One teams began to take note of the widespread rumours. Then it was announced that the contract was almost complete and that Toto Wolff had been informed of the decision. Fans still awaited an official announcement from either Ferrari or Mercedes, but both teams were silent and the only news came from journalists. Then finally, the contract was finalized and the news spread like wildfire. Fans and officials knew that now the news was final, even though the official announcement was yet to be made public. Signs of the change started to become apparent in 2023 when Hamilton had been given a car he called undrivable for 2 consecutive years. He is desperate to chase after his 8th title win to set the record, and he knows he does not have many years remaining to do so. In 2023, his contract was due to expire by the end of the year, and as others extended their contracts, Hamilton waited. As a result, fans began to speculate whether he even wanted to stay with the Brackley-based team, and he was most closely linked to a transfer to Ferrari as a replacement for Sainz. However, at the end of August last year, Mercedes announced a 2-year deal with the 7-time world champion, who also seemed enthusiastic to race with the team that helped him win 6 of the 7 championships. But the recent reports of the switch have revealed that the initial contract might have been for only 1 season, and that Hamilton had the chance to extend the contract till the end of 2025, if he so desired. After extending his contract, Hamilton was asked by the media whether he believed Mercedes would make their way back to the top, and his response seemed carefully optimistic. "I do have faith that we will get there. We have been here before as a team, and while we have more and more new people, we still have a great values. I see great focus within everyone," he added. "I think for this year 2023, they thought the fundamentals were good, and we just have to go here, and it's not the case. That's why I was frustrated in February, because they hadn't made the changes I'd asked for. But with the changes we are making, I hope we are right, and yeah, but I guess we have no idea what the Red Bulls are going to do." It is still unclear why he suddenly decided to accept Ferrari's offer, especially after the extension last year, which made everyone speculate that he would stay with Mercedes until the end of his career. Reports state that Loic Sterra, Mercedes' head of vehicle performance, leaving the team to go to Ferrari for 2025 was one of the reasons for the switch, but this is unconfirmed as of now. But now fans would have to get used to Hamilton dressing up in the iconic red of the prancing horse. The details of the contract are still in wraps as of the time of writing this video. Still, from 2025 onwards, Hamilton will partner up with Charles Leclerc, joining an iconic line of drivers who have had the pleasure of racing with perhaps the most recognizable team in Formula One. It is also unclear as of now what the dynamic within the team will be, as Charles Leclerc has previously shown he is championship-winning material and is determined to prove his skills, while Hamilton is in search of his 8th title. Currently tied with Michael Schumacher, Hamilton has made it clear that Formula One is where his heart is, and the one thing he wants the most right now is the 8th title. On the other hand, Mercedes has been left in shock and must now come up with a suitable replacement for the driver who got them where they are today. This will be no easy task, and the team has already started to control the damage dealt by the shocking news. It was reported that team principal Toto Wolff will meet with the team to address the situation and what the team will do after Hamilton's departure. It is also interesting to note that Hamilton still has to race with Mercedes for all of 2024, which begs the question of whether he would even be willing to fight for a team he will no longer be a part of after the year. Maybe the decision to switch was made too early, and perhaps the car the team has come up with for the 2024 season is better than anticipated. As reported earlier in a video on this channel, Mercedes is much more confident about their challenger for this year than they were in 2022 and 2023, and their simulator driver has confirmed that the car now finally feels like an actual car. The team certainly has struggled with the new Formula One regulations after going through a period of sheer dominance from 2014 to 2021. Still, after wind tunnel runs and simulations, the team seems satisfied with what they came up with for this year. But in the end, it is Hamilton who has to drive the car. And it is possible that Hamilton disagreed with the direction the team was heading in after deciding to change their car entirely for this year. Regarding Carlos Sainz, it is not known where he will end up in 2025, but it is being rumored that he will move to Audi, who will take over the Kick-Sauber team in 2026, and for the time being might go to Kick-Sauber for 2025, or he might also switch to Mercedes or Aston Martin for the coming year. If Sainz does decide to go to Aston Martin, he will likely replace Fernando Alonso, who is also a fitting candidate for the vacant Mercedes seat. Whatever happens, it is clear that 2025 will result in some of the most significant transfers seen recently, and the grid in 2025 might be completely different from what it is currently. It is only up to time to tell whether or not Hamilton's switch will be beneficial for the 39-year-old and how this decision will impact his final year with Mercedes. But it is safe to say both the Tifosi and Hamilton fans will be hoping the championship trophy returns to Italy next year. What are your thoughts on Hamilton's move? Do you think it was a good decision to announce this change right before the 2024 season began? Comment your thoughts down below and subscribe to the channel for more.